There comes a point in life when you finally understand something that changes everything. Your greatest enemy is not the person standing across from you. It's the person staring back at you in the mirror. For years, we're taught to look outward for obstacles, to blame circumstances, to point fingers at other people. But the truth is, the fiercest battles are fought within. Every fear you've faced, every doubt you've carried, every excuse you've made, they all live inside you. And that's where the real war begins. Before we go deeper into this battle, welcome to Rise and Inspire, the place where words are not just spoken, they're designed to light a fire inside you. If you find strength, clarity, and motivation here, make sure to subscribe and join a community that believes in one thing: becoming unstoppable. This battle, you versus you, is not about competing with the world. It's about defeating the version of yourself that wants to take the easy road. It's about silencing the voice in your head that tells you to quit when things get uncomfortable. Every single morning, before you even speak to another human being, this fight begins again. You wake up with a choice. Do you step forward into growth, or do you fall back into comfort? It's not your boss, not your competition, not the people who doubt you that will stop you. It's the limits you accept for yourself. Think about it. How many times have you held yourself back because you convinced yourself you weren't ready? How many dreams have you buried because you were too afraid to try? How many times have you traded your potential for the comfort of good enough? That hesitation, that fear, that little whisper telling you not today, that's the opponent you're up against every day. When you understand this, life changes. You realize that your energy should not be wasted on proving people wrong. It should be spent proving yourself right. The real goal isn't to outshine others. The real goal is to outshine the version of you from yesterday. And that requires discipline, sacrifice, and an unshakable commitment to keep going, even when everything in you screams to stop. Discipline will always beat motivation. Motivation is like the weather. It changes every day. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's stormy, and sometimes it disappears completely. But discipline is like gravity, constant, inescapable, always pulling you toward your goal if you choose to hold on to it. You can't wait until you feel ready to start. Winners don't wait for the perfect mood, they act in spite of it. Your comfort zone is the graveyard of dreams. It feels safe, it feels familiar, but nothing grows there. The truth is, the part of you that wants to stay comfortable is the part of you that fears becoming more. You can't become the best version of yourself while clinging to the easiest version of your life. Understand this. The old you will try to fight for its survival. When you feel tired, it will whisper, "You've done enough for today." When you feel afraid, it will say, "What if you fail?" When you feel uncertain, it will convince you to go back to what you know. But growth doesn't live in what you know. It lives in the unknown, in the challenges, in the discomfort. If you want to change your life, you have to face the version of you that refuses to change. This is not a one-time victory, it's a daily battle. The old you is strong, but the new you is relentless. And every time you push past your own limits, you're not just winning for today. You're building the strength to win for the rest of your life. Think about the athletes who train before sunrise, the entrepreneurs who work when everyone else is asleep, the leaders who keep going after endless failures. They're not just competing against others, they're competing against the part of themselves that wants to slow down. That's what makes them unstoppable. So, how do you win the fight of you versus you? You win by keeping promises to yourself. If you say you'll wake up early, you do it. If you say you'll go to the gym, you go. If you say you'll work on your dream every day, you work. Even when you're tired, even when you're uninspired, every small win builds trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. So, how do you win the fight of you versus you? You win by keeping promises to yourself. If you say you'll wake up early, you do it. If you say you'll go to the gym, you go. If you say you'll work on your dream every day, you work. Even when you're tired, even when you're uninspired. Every small win builds trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. You win by controlling your mind before it controls you. You choose thoughts that push you forward instead of ones that pull you back. You feed your faith more than your fear. You speak to yourself like someone you're responsible for taking care of. You win by controlling your mind before it controls you. You choose thoughts that push you forward instead of ones that pull you back. You feed your faith more than your fear. You speak to yourself like someone you're responsible for taking care of. You win by refusing to quit. Not when you fail, not when you're tired, not when you're overlooked, You refuse to quit because you know the world doesn't reward those who almost made it. It rewards those who finish the race. The truth is, the road to your best self is long. It's filled with pain, rejection, loneliness, and moments when you question if it's even worth it. But every scar you collect along the way is proof that you fought, proof that you didn't run from the battle. And one day you'll look in the mirror and see a new you, a stronger, wiser, unbreakable version of yourself. That's when you'll realize the fight was worth it. Remember this: the world can take many things from you. It can take your money, your possessions, even the people you love. But it can never take your will to fight, unless you give it away. And giving it away doesn't happen when the world beats you. It happens when you let yourself beat you. So wake up tomorrow ready to fight. Not against the world, not against your critics, but against the part of you that doesn't want to grow. Train your mind to want what's difficult, to embrace what's uncomfortable, to chase what feels impossible. Because at the end of the day, it's not you against the world, it's just you versus you. And every day you choose to rise, you choose to win. It's to